Okay, Ms. Ford, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. I came here to request to be taken off child support.
All right.
My child is almost 18 right now. I'm still sending cash apps, still taking care of my child, so I'm just confused on how the child is about to be 18. He's in the house with his new fiance, two-parent home right now, well, two incomes, and I feel like I just need to be taken off.
All right, so you came to court to ask to be taken off child support because he has a two-parent income?
And because I do take care of my child.
All right, so...
Meet Ms. Ford, a mother fighting for change. She enters court not to escape duty, but to request freedom from paying child support. Her son is almost 18, living with his father and stepmother in a comfortable two-income home. Yet every month, she still sends money. Ms. Ford argues she continues covering expenses, even beyond her son's needs. The case is just starting, and already the questions raise eyebrows.
The legal basis that you're asking to be removed from child support.
What am I paying child support for when I can take care of my own child? My child is just currently living with him because I'm on the road due to my business and entertainment and stuff like that. But as far as cash apps and financial responsibility, I do that without him. My child is almost 18, so I don't feel like I need to go through him for everything.
Okay. I understand. And you say he's almost 18, so he's 17.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What grade is he in?
He's a senior, 12th.
He's 17, but he's a senior?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, gotcha.
The judge demands answers, but Ms. Ford pushes back. She declares she is more than a mother. She's a businesswoman, always moving forward. Her payments, she says, are not ordered by law but freely given. The child stays with his father for stability, yet she still contributes. Is she helping or being taken advantage of? The cracks in the legal system begin to show, and this courtroom battle is far from done.
When does he graduate?
In May.
All right. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, I just feel like he's a user and I'm taking care of him and his new fiance.
How is he a user?
He's still allowing me to pay child support for a kid that I'm providing full support for.
Right, but you understand you're under a court order to pay child support. That's not necessarily something that he's doing. That's what the court did the first time. You understand that, right?
Yes, but I just feel like he could have denied it or even spoke up and told you guys that I'm taking care of the child financially.
Ms. Ford refuses to hold back. She accuses her ex of taking money he doesn't need. The judge reminds her that child support is a legal order, not a suggestion. Still, Ms. Ford argues he should have told the truth to the court instead of benefiting from her payments. Is this fight truly about justice or simply revenge? The heat inside the courtroom grows, and neither side is being spared.
Why would he do that?
Because he don't need my money. I'm taking care of my own child.
Well, let's play devil's advocate a little bit. Would you have done that for him if the roles were reversed?
Yes, ma'am.
You would have opted not to put him on child support.
If he's already provided financial responsibility, exactly, I wouldn't have done that.
I don't believe that.
Okay. I don't know. You know, I see a lot of things when I'm sitting up here, right? So I can't necessarily say you would have done it or you would not have done it, but people in your certain circumstances, I can't say that I've seen them willingly not put the guy on child support when the roles were reversed.
The judge poses a sharp question. Would she give up child support if the roles were reversed? Without hesitation, Ms. Ford says yes. The judge, however, looks unconvinced. In that tense moment, the court reflects on fairness, double standards, and the pressure placed on parents. Is justice balanced for both sides? Or do mothers and fathers face very different expectations? The intensity in this case is rising fast.
So I don't see why that even matters, you know, that you take care of your child, the child lives with him, so you should be paying child support. You'd agree with me, right?
I mean, my child don't have to technically live with him, but you're the judge, so whatever you say.
But he does. I mean, technically, no, he doesn't, but he likes living with his dad, right?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so you wouldn't want to unroot him from living with dad if he likes being over there. No, you agree with me?
I agree.
Okay, all right.
Now, the truth begins to surface. The child chose to live with his father, and Ms. Ford does not deny it. The judge remains calm but firm, reminding everyone that the support order is legal and must be followed. Ms. Ford stands her ground, refusing to back away. Yet it's becoming clear that emotional arguments and strict law do not always align. This legal battle is far from reaching an end.
So, is it okay if I move over to him, or are you done telling me everything you want me to know?
Yes, ma'am. With just one thing. So even if I'm not taken completely off, I do feel like it do need to be decreased, especially with his age. He doesn't need childcare or anything of that nature. So I will be requesting a decrease if it can't be just thrown out the court order.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay, sir, your son lives with you.
Yes, ma'am.
And how long has he been living with you?
Pretty much all the way up till now, pretty much.
Just as the case seems to settle, Ms. Ford makes one more request: reduce the payment. Her son is older, needs less, and she says she is already contributing extra. Will the court agree? Now the father speaks. He admits she gives a little outside of child support, but insists most expenses fall on him. He pays for health insurance too, costing around $350 monthly. With new details revealed, the tension grows.
So even as a child from the time this order was entered?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And is it true what she's saying, she give extra outside of paying child support?
I mean, she does. I mean, it's a little bit here and there, but, you know.
How much child support are you receiving right now?
It's roughly around, it's probably about $700.
Okay. Who carries health insurance?
I do.
All right. How much is your health insurance?
Between, let's see, it's around, roughly about $350.
For your son only, or does that include the both
That's
of you?
with both of us.
Okay. All right.
The courtroom follows the money trail. The child plays basketball and runs track, but who covers those costs? The father claims she does not. The judge listens closely, eyebrows raised, questioning if Ms. Ford's efforts are being overlooked or if someone is hiding the truth. Either way, emotions rise quickly as both parents try to prove who really carries the financial load. This battle is about to get even sharper.
So if we split that in half, it's $175 a person, right? Okay. And your son is 17. He's still in high school. He graduates high school in May. All right. What other expenses does he have? Like, is he involved in anything extracurricular?
Sports, I mean, he plays basketball, track.
Who pays for basketball?
Me.
Who pays for track?
Me as well.
Does mom help out at all with any of those extra expenses?
I mean, no, not really.
Wow.
Apology takes the stand. Ms. Ford shows Cash App payments, claiming she sends money straight to her son for shoes, uniforms, and even pizza nights. The father looks doubtful. The judge leans forward, reminding both sides that every dollar matters, whether it comes through official orders or personal contributions. The question remains: who is telling the full truth, and who is avoiding it? The court is now more alert than ever.
Well, she says she's seen Cash App and such.
I mean, that's, here and there, it's here and there, it's not.
But sending extra outside of the $700, that counts for something, right?
Count for some, yeah. I mean, but I feel like, he's with me most of the time, so I feel like, that is needed. So, I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay. What is her visitation like with your son?
She comes, 2 or 3 times a week, sometime, or he'll stay with her 3 times a week, something like that.
Okay.
The story grows deeper. Ms. Ford insists she provides clothing and sports gear from her own fashion brand. The father disagrees, saying she exaggerates. But the judge demands facts, not feelings. Evidence, not emotions, will decide this case. As the truth begins to surface, the courtroom must figure out who is really covering the child's needs and who is leaving responsibilities unanswered. The situation grows more complicated with every word.
So is that pretty consistent?
Yeah, it's consistent.
All right. So consistently, I'm back over to you.
Thank you.
Consistently, what does your visitation look like?
Anytime that I'm in Dallas, I'm spending time with my child. And he also does not provide any clothing or anything of that nature for him.
He lives with him, so he has to be.
No, ma'am. I drops all that off. I'm a fashion designer and I have my own clothing line. So my child is always provided with clothes and sneakers, everything he needs for basketball, uniforms and stuff. I cover that. When he needs shoes,
He just said he pays for it.
maybe the training, but as far as his equipment and shoes and stuff, my son asked me for the money for that, and I send him the Cash App. I even have the proof.
The judge finally draws a line. One parent claims to pay. The other argues the same. Receipts could end the debate. But Ms. Ford often sends money directly to her son, bypassing the father. Is that breaking the system, or simply ensuring the child receives what he needs? This unusual arrangement only raises more questions. The tension is heavy, and everyone waits to see which side the evidence will support.
Does she do that?
I'm paying for that stuff. I don't know what she's talking about.
Well, somebody not telling the truth.
Ma'am, I have Cash App receipts to show that I send money for uniforms, sneakers, wristbands, anything, movies, any extra activities my son would like to take part in.
We can call him.
Well, no, we don't want to call him. He's still a child. We don't want to do that. But somebody is not being honest. If she's saying she's sending you money through Cash App, are you putting in the memo line like what it's for?
No, I'm sending it to my son directly.
You're sending it to the child directly.
Attention turns to the father's side. He lists his costs, food and housing for the child. Ms. Ford quickly responds, saying she handles everything else, including meals for the entire household. The judge listens closely, piecing together who carries the greater share. Slowly, the court begins to see the differences between what is claimed and what is actually done. The truth is starting to shine through the arguments.
Oh, maybe you just don't know that she's doing that.
I guess that's the case because I don't know anything about that.
What are you paying for exactly?
As far as, uniforms, his everyday, food, clothes, everything he has to do.
She's saying she provides all the clothes.
He just buy food sometimes, and I even send Cash App for pizza and stuff like that. So I'm paying for pizza for him and his fiance and my son as well.
So you're doing more.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying. On average, with Cash App, how much would you say monthly you're sending your son?
$500 minimum.
Ms. Ford reveals she spends nearly $600 monthly beyond the court's order. Shoes, clothing, school activities, all on her. The judge notes her effort carefully. Health insurance, she argues, is not her responsibility. Supporting other children in the household is not her responsibility either. Yet she is still paying far more than expected. This new perspective forces the court to view the bigger picture, and the truth is becoming undeniable.
Sneakers is $200 and better, so I'm buying them 2-3 pair of sneakers a month. Actually, it's probably about $600 a month, ma'am, that I'm sending additional to the child support order.
Okay. And health insurance, is dad only covering that? That's not anything that you're covering?
No, ma'am.
All right. Under your court order, were you ordered to reimburse him for health insurance?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, do you have other children that reside in the home?
Yeah, I have 2 others.
Okay. Do you have any other children?
No, ma'am.
Now the law speaks clearly. The judge explains the rule. Until the child turns 18 and finishes high school, the support order remains. This is the law, unchanging and firm. Ms. Ford may dislike the ruling, But fairness is not always about comfort. Legal obligations cannot be ignored. Still, the story is not over, and what happens next may completely shift the balance of this case.
Here's the deal. Legally, you cannot come off of child support just yet. Reason being is that a child that is the rule is you pay child support for a child up until they turn the age of 18 or until they graduate high school, whichever one happens later. Your son is 17, he's still in high school. He doesn't graduate for another few months. So you will be on child support still until he graduates high school. Do you understand that? That's what the law says, all right?
At last, reason begins to surface. The judge admits that Ms. Ford has been doing far more than required. Even the father cannot deny her efforts. The court acknowledges her contributions with respect. Yet the victory is not the one she expected. The path ahead may still change everything. For the first time, the system seems ready to recognize a mother who has gone beyond her duty.
What I do think is very telling is that she is paying more. According to what she said, and you didn't refute it, she is paying more than the $700 that she's giving you monthly. So if all of that is assuming that it's true, because you didn't say whether or not it was true or not, I think she should get somewhat of a break on the child support, the monthly obligation at least. Health insurance was never ordered for you to reimburse it to him. So what I'll do is just keep it like it is.
The decision arrives like a turning point. The court reduces Ms. Ford's support to $450 monthly. It is a powerful win, earned with receipts, evidence, and persistence. The judge praises her for her dedication, her proof, and her love for her son. Still, only 6 months remain until the order expires. The legal weight is heavy, and although the payment is reduced, the journey is not completely over yet.
Where you just keep maintaining the health insurance, and you didn't file anything to request that anyway, and you didn't file anything requesting any adjustments to the health insurance. So what we'll do is just decrease your child support to $450, because according to your testimony, you're sending roughly about $500 anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
On Cash App. So we'll just reduce your child support obligation to $450, and you'll have to pay that through graduation, which is another, 6 months or so?
Yes,
something
ma'am.
like that. I think that's fair. I think that's what's in your son's best interest. According to her, she's doing a lot, and she's giving it directly to your son. And unless you have something in writing that can refute that, then I have to assume what she's saying is true.
I have no clue about the Cash App thing. I mean, there was no conversation. I mean, I don't check his Cash App like that.
The judge calls it out firmly. When no evidence disproves Ms. Ford's story, her truth stands. Her Cash App payments are proof. The father admits he did not know about them, but lack of awareness is no defense. Her testimony holds strong, shifting the balance of fairness. For once, the judgment favors the parent who has consistently given more than asked. The scales of justice finally tilt in her direction.
Well, I would hope you wouldn't have a conversation with your son about that, because it's really kind of inappropriate, for you all to discuss that. But if he's still enrolled in those activities and those activities are still taking place, there has to be some validity to what she's saying if you know that you're not covering that extra. So that's what it'll be. Your child support will be reduced to $450.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I'm tired of taking care of his other kids as well.
Huh?
I'm tired of taking care of his whole household.
You
his
don't
family.
know what, now see, you were starting on a good track. Don't come in here and backslide, okay?
All right, yes,
You do
ma'am.
not know what go on in his house, and quite frankly, it is none of your business. So is there anything further that you have that pertains to your business?
No, ma'am. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay, do you have anything further?
I'm just ready for this to be over so I can live happy ever after with my wife and
Well,
my kids.
go ahead and live happy ever after, because you all are dismissed.
Appreciate it.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Justice is served. The court officially lowers Ms. Ford's child support, recognizing her efforts at last. The heavy tension inside the courtroom finally eases. But this battle was never only about money. It was about truth, fairness, and a mother's fight to be heard. As the gavel falls, one lesson stands clear. Not every parent avoids responsibility. Some quietly give more than required. This case proves love and persistence can win.